Previously on Survivor, Reelfoot Lake.
He was pissed at you.
That it was a better option to keep Keith.
But you should have just told me the plan. I saw it coming as soon as the votes were tied.
I'm trying to I don't know what that
What am I gonna figure out? You're not gonna deceive me. So it looks like I'm next.
Stephanie was right. Now she realized that maybe I'm not in control.
Jalen, yeah, he has been plotting and scheming to everyone and against everyone. There's Evan and his dad Aaron. Then there is Desiree and Jalen. So I was just thinking, and I just come up with a master plan to take out the others.
What people are you going to vote to?
We have enough people. I think we could definitely do that.
Keandre and Jared both want to vote for Jalen.
I haven't played the game too honestly, but they are so dumb. Desiree's not going against me, Evan's not going against me, and his dad's not going against me. So if I play my cards right, I'm starting to realize that I can make it to the end.
If we were to put those votes on Jalen, then that flushes an idol, which is huge. But at the same time, I don't know, I don't want Jalen to be mad at me. But at the same time, it's like, he has an idol.
If anything happens, I can make it tonight. If I need to come out later.
Jalen, you were picked both most powerful and least reliable.
I think this kind of shows what people think about me.
You have been officially exposed as the most powerful player. If Jalen plays his idol, you're going home.
The only thing I know about this vote tonight is that I'm not going home.
These are hidden immunity idols. Any votes for Jalen, any votes for Jared do not count. Jalen does not count. Fourth member of our jury, Steph. Steph, you need to bring me a torch. Stephanie? Stop smoking. Alright, Steph.
Whatever.
Just got done with tribal council. It is by far, it was the most insane, perhaps in this game.
I thought you were going to vote for me.
Was I supposed to?
I don't know what to think right now. Stephanie went home, which is what people were saying. But I got a little paranoid. I thought all the votes were coming at me, and no votes came for me. I talked everyone into voting Jalen, and then I voted for Darren, just in case Jalen plays Zylo.
Dad, one of your names, did you hear me? I was like,
I heard you. At least Seattle's gone. I don't have that target anymore. Everybody knew I had it, and in a way happy it's gone. I did mess up, but I am also happy it's gone.
I'm not mad. It's a game, and we both had idols. Like, I knew it was coming.
That was crazy.
Well, I'm still in the game. I was really glad I played my idol. I knew it was time to play my idol. I felt it in my gut, and I'm glad I made the right decision. I'm not too happy about Jared not telling me that he voted Darren, because if I would have known he wasn't voting me, we could have changed the game up completely and voted together.
I thought he was gone.
But I'm safe another day. I got one more tribal council to cause some damage, and all I really can do is take it tribal by tribal and hope for the best. So yeah. I understand.
At least there'll be peace and quiet tonight.
I know.
That's what I put on my.
Sorry, Stephanie.
I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but
Stephanie's gone. My torch is still here. Hers isn't. We're not gonna hear her yakking all night. So I think it's good.
Last girl right here.
Woo!
Girls rule.
Desiree!
I'm getting along with the game and everything's going good, and I'm so happy I made it this far.
What?
She's happy because Stephanie's gone. Right about now is the time where I have to start thinking about who I would go to the end with and who I can beat. Final 6, you guys.
Yeah, it's just like we said.
congratulations.
I came in thinking I was going to trust Jared a lot and I was going to trust Jalen a lot. But you know what? It's about time to just trust my dad. Or I could get rid of my dad like Sierra.
So there'll be 2 people
Last
leaving
girl right
tomorrow.
here.
You know, I've put a lot into this and I really want to win. Like, I would get crushed if I went home.
that was quite an interesting tribal, was it?
It was.
Did you vote your dad?
Was. No, I didn't. He spells his name with one R. So
So it's Day.
Darren?
D-A-R-E-N.
I voted for him.
you did?
Yeah.
Why?
I thought everybody was voting for me. I thought it was going to be one vote Jalen, one
You
vote
dirty
Darren,
dog.
one vote.
I don't want to talk
Have you
to
not
no
noticed
more.
that I'm paranoid?
Well, yeah, but as long as you didn't write my name, I'm okay.
I mean, you're not gonna. Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's
I
just
feel
like
I'm twirling a baton
same reason
right
we voted out Corey because he was too tight with Steph. Like, you're not gonna
Yeah.
take any of us to the end if your dad's 6%.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I don't know if that's true or not. Oh wow, that
I
was
know-
bad wording on my part.
You're fine, dude. You're fine.
Oh, dang it.
Jared walked up like always. He's always paranoid, and he said that Evan, if you and your dad make the finals with anybody, you're not gonna take them over your dad. And he's like, yeah, you're probably right. And he's like, oh wait, because I got caught. And I knew from the second you couldn't make contact with me that I was in trouble. So I'm like, I'm not taking any chances. I've come like way too far to take some chances before I thought it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll admit it. I voted for you.
I want to. So that was the best thing ever happened today, because that gave me a reason to make an alliance with Jared, Key, and then I can pull in Desiree, because the common enemy can pull an alliance together.
We're the last of the Mohicans.
There's so much your idol.
A six, the final six.
I didn't think it would matter to you. You know, it's not like I was actually voting you back.
Yeah, no, I was playing my idol regardless, so it did not matter who voted for me.
Right now, Jalen, he's played the game so hard, so fast, just like I have. And I feel like I've just got to take it a step at a time. If I don't, I'm going to get ahead of myself and I'm going to screw myself. So wait,
What?
you told me Jalen and then you didn't vote for him? Interesting.
Here's my reasoning. I thought you were voting for me, so I told you Jalen.
You're so paranoid.
So that you would think that I didn't think you were voting for me, so that you would still vote for me and I could play my idol.
Which two ones that I can vote in?
Did you get my
guys-
I got
I kind of messed up the vote. Definitely overthought it, which has basically been the theme of my game. It's bad. You can tell. It's bad. I always overthink.
Get gray hair.
Awesome.
I guess out of fear, out of Jared play his idol.
I'm just like, fine.
Sorry, I took forever.
I thank the heavens for just really keeping my sanity intact.
Well, we get to have a quiet night, a quiet, peaceful, chill out night.
Thank God it didn't rain like hard.
I did mess up tonight at Tribal. I should have voted Jalen. But now Jalen and Evan are at odds.
I'm gonna talk to Desiree. She'll be our fourth.
Jalen has come to me and said me and Keandre and Desiree final four. I'm cool with that.
Because the votes. Evan and his dad. If we get one more vote further, Desiree will go with Evan's dad, and then they'll have a majority, and that's not good.
There needs to be a 4-person alliance between myself, Jared, Jayla, and Desiree, because Evan and Darren, I don't see one voting out the other, and it will be embarrassing if those two make the final two, because they are father and son. So that pair needs to be broken up.
Okay, cool.
You know, at the beginning of this thing, I was like, I don't know if I could really go all the way to the end and everything.
I don't know if I can do it again.
But, you know, now I think I could probably make it to the end. I mean, I really like doing the challenges, and, you know, I'm getting along with the other tribe and getting to meet them and see how they are, and I'm liking that.
It's a lot easier with the basketball. I'm really good at basketball with victory. That's about it.
I really like Evan. Me and him, we become fast friends, I guess you could say. I mean, we have a lot in common, and we talk about SpongeBob and all kinds of stuff, and the downtime and stuff, you know, hang out. And me and him and Jalen really get along together, so I want him to be an ally, of course, with his dad, because we get along with him too. And I'm just going with the flow, I guess.
Jalen offered that me, him, Keandre, and Desiree vote for Evan this next round. I agreed, thought about it. I realized that if Evan goes next, Jalen, Desiree, and Darren are going to vote out me and Keandre. Because they're the 3 purple tribe, and that's only 2 red tribe. So I would have to keep Evan around. So I told Evan everything that happened.
Did he tell you not to tell me?
I told him what Jalen and I had just talked about. That Jalen offered me and Keandre Final Four, and he wants Evan gone next. And so we made a new plan to vote out Jalen next.
Jared really seems genuine that he likes me and wants to work with me.
I can't believe these people trust me, because they keep trusting me, and I'll do something sporadic, and they ask me about it, and get mad, and somehow come back.
I was gonna try to do jury management, but at this point I'm worried that I'm going to the end just to lose. But
If you're going to the end, you're winning.
I hope. Now, this sounds like a really good move to me, so Jalen might be going tonight. It all just depends on the immunity challenge.
Alright, immunity back up for grabs. Go.
Well. Alright.
Jalen takes the lead. Desiree up. Desiree takes the lead.
Wow.
Jerry to challenge this round. Alright, go.
Nice.
Keandre.
What did I tell you?
Alright. Desiree up. Desiree gets
Nice.
close. Rick stays in it. So far, Evan is the last place finisher. Evan's still in last place. If Jalen gets closer, Evan will be out of this challenge. Evan, eliminated. Alright. Mark B. Mark Keandre is the farthest away.
Alright.
Jalen hits the pole.
Okay, Keandre is eliminated. Go. Now. Alright.
Desiree, stay alive. She does not. Desiree is out. Darren and Jalen. Darren gets close. Alright, Jalen has to get closer to Darren's mark. He does. Jalen wins immunity.
Very nice.
King Jalen. Oh my goodness. Nonetheless, we will take out Desiree. I think that's her name. I don't know. She doesn't really stand out. She is, of course, Jalen's final 2 partner, and she hasn't really upset anybody. She has been flying way below the radar.
As soon as I won, I felt like so happy. I was overjoyed because at the last individual immunity challenge, I was voted most powerful player and also least reliable. So it's great to have the safety with me I'm already a target, so I did not want to be forced to scramble and be paranoid, and I can just go to tribal council confident. And I've been to every single tribal council, so it feels great that there's no chance I could go home, so it feels great.
Things change constantly in this game, and since this merge, it's been chaos, chaos, chaos. And right now, I'm trying not to play like a Cass and flip for no reason. But Desiree is a huge friend of mine. She's amazing. She's 19 and I'm 15, but I feel like she's the person who relates to me the most. And she's almost like a big sister. We're always messing around and having silly conversations, and we talk about SpongeBob, and she's a really good friend.
I just want to see where your head's at, because I know.
So I decided that I was going to go with my dad, Desiree, Jalen, and myself to the top 4. But Keandre overheard. He was like, "Why would you open your big fat mouth, Evan?" Holy cow, this person really could be very mean-spirited. And as soon as that happened, I was like, we have to get rid of Key.
Well, Jalen got exposed as the most powerful player last tribal council, and he just proved his worth. It seems like Darren or Evan was a supposed target, but in actuality it is me. Then you have Evan, who constantly runs his mouth. He doesn't know when to hold water, let alone a secret, and he is the most conniving little 15-year-old I have ever came across. Yeah, it'll get you far in the game, but it will not have you win. You definitely will not get my jury vote. And then you have Darren and Desiree. They are just doing whatever Jalen tells them to do. Like, they're basically his lapdogs. And yeah, it's kind of frustrating. But Evan knows that I am a threat, the biggest threat outside of him. And I say game on, because I'm definitely going to bring it. He knows. Oh, he knows what I can say and how I'm going to push it to the limit.
I'm really sorry. It's my fault.
I mean, as the saying goes, Survivor does make good people say bad things, and bad people just say really terrible things. And I didn't know you would take it this personally.
Keandre came up and he goes, "Hey, you're a snitch and you're playing for second place. You went behind all of our backs." And he just said a whole bunch of other things that just hurt my feelings,
I'm terribly sorry for hurting you. I know you're trying to play your own game.
I'm not used to being confronted like that, so I cried. I mean, sometimes you just gotta let it all out.
But I don't want you to cry your eyes out. I really took my frustrations out on Evan because he's been aligned with Jalen more so than myself, and it is very disheartening because I've sided with Evan all throughout this time. So I'm sorry, okay?
It's okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I want to hurt buddy.
I kind of just exposed everything, and just it really did hurt his feelings, and he just broke down and cried. And when he cried, I cried shortly after.
It wasn't my intention. This game's hard. It's hard. But I'm glad that you won't be mad at me no matter what.
No, I won't do that to you. I won't do that to you.
Thank you.
Come here. Come here.
It means a lot.
Yeah, this game is very competitive and everybody wants to win, but I don't want it ever to get personal in any way, shape, or form.
I didn't mean to make you cry.
And I sincerely apologize to him because, he is a kid, a very good-hearted kid. He just wants to play a game and win just like I do. And I never want to make him feel bad about that.
You gotta decide between friendships and allies.
You do. And that's something I need to learn myself. It's inevitable that Jared or myself would be voted out So if he wants to vote me out, then so be it.
I mean, the fact that he just cussed you out and called you names and all that, that's uncalled for. It shows his true character.
Andre said he was sorry, but I don't know, it's just at that moment it just hurt. He was.
He just cussed you out.
Well, no, I mean over there. It's not my intention to hurt people's feelings or anything like that. So when he said that, you know, I was a snitch and I went behind people's backs and I hurt their feelings and stuff, it hurt me.
I'm sorry.
It's alright,
Hey, he knows he's going. He's going home. Well, you made Final 5, Jared made Final 5, we all made Final 5. He's pissed off that he's going home. He's jealous of the spot you're in. Don't let him get to you. You're better than that. Don't let him get to you.
Jalen was really there to support me, and it means a lot.
People take losing in different situations. He's just bitter and malicious about it. It shows his true colors. And if you think that's his way to stay in the game, then he's obviously never seen Survivor or just not good at it, so.
I mean, you shouldn't have talked that way to somebody in person, especially whenever the person you're talking to is half your age. I mean, I don't know, it just hurt, and I couldn't help it, I just cried. I mean, I just had to let it all out for a little while.
Evan wanted to talk, so I talked to him. He said, "Are you willing to vote Keandre?" I said no. Straight up no. Keandre's the only person I have right now. He might be the only person here I can be. But Keandre kind of flipped out. So I'm starting to feel a little more comfortable. Definitely more comfortable than I have been all day.
People come in this thing and they play their game. It's nothing
It
else.
is. It is a game.
You know, when I walk out the door, I'm going to shake everybody's hand. It's no big deal. It's just a game. If you played it in a deceitful way, I don't have any problem with that. If you played it in a loyal way, that's kind of the two trains of thought. I don't have any problem with that. As long as when you walk out the door, you leave it there and you shake hands and everything's all good and you go back to being a good person.
I agree.
But when when you get malicious about a game, that's crossing the line.
But I am trying to think toward the last couple of rounds because now I'm starting to think I could really get there. But I don't know tonight. Could be me.
We will now bring in the members of our jury. Travis, Rebecca, Corey, and Stephanie voted out at the last tribal council. Alright, let's get started. First off, I'll say congratulations, Jalen, on winning immunity.
Thanks.
Guaranteed final 5. You feel like it was a crucial one, or would you just need to keep it away from somebody else?
I feel like there was, there's no reason to lie, so I feel like there was a point to keep it away from somebody else. And, being guaranteed safety, you can never hurt in this game, especially because when anything's possible, you never know what can happen. So I feel really good to have the necklace right back.
Jared,
Yes, sir.
you've come very close in several challenges, but you were out this first one,
Yeah, I
the first round. Was that, you think that's going to hurt you? Did you think you needed the immunity?
Oh, it's
today?
gonna hurt me in the sense that I don't have immunity, yeah. But I've been told I'll be okay.
Okay. Desiree, in the challenge, it was the last 3 Caliban. I've noticed that now there are 3 Caliban and 3 Kapai original members. So how do you base your vote on this? Is it tribal lines?
I don't think it's tribal lines. I just think we chose who we wanted to vote, like with our allies. We pick who we think is a threat to the rest of us.
So Evan, who would be a threat? Because you've got people that have come second and third and even won challenges in the beginning. So if it's not a physical threat, is it more of a strategic threat, or is it just based on trust, alliances?
At this point, it's really hard to get here. So I think everybody's a threat in their own way. But tonight, I think I feel alright.
Okay. Keandre, you voiced at the challenge that you weren't giving up. I take that as you are in danger of going.
I know I'm going. See, Copaya had the numbers initially, 5-3, but there were certain people that Jared, Evan, and I could not gel with because we either thought they were annoying or they just never talked a game about us, or I know there were certain people that were always targeting me and never wanted to work with me. So, you know, I thought things were going to go out in Copaya 3's favor, but then Evan jumped ship to them.
Hey, if I think it's best for my game, I am voting for you in that keep. There's nothing personal.
Of course. You know, and we talked about that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just gotta do what's best for my game, and that's what I'm doing.
And who knows what's best for your game? Everybody out here has about 50 different strategies floating around in their head, so you can walk out of the game, shake hands, and be good, and it shouldn't be anything personal.
Alright, well said. Anybody else have anything to say?
I'm going to cast for my vote because I know all 5 are going to vote against me, against the person who I know is going to win if that individual makes it to the end, because they're playing a damn great game and everyone else, they're just following coattails.
Alright, well, Jalen is the only person you cannot vote for. Jalen, I assume you would like to keep it, or would you like to keep your immunity away?
I would love to keep it.
Alright, we'll start with Darren. Let me see that.
Evan, I think you are one of the best players, if not the best player, in Survivor Reelfoot like Season 1. When I see you as part of the final two, not if, but when, my vote's gonna go for you. So, this is for you, buddy, and I genuinely care for you, and I love you.
Alright, I'll go tally the votes. So, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Darren. Evan. 1 vote Evan, 1 vote Darren. Keandre. 1 vote Evan, 1 vote Darren, 1 vote Keandre. Keandre. 2 votes Keandre, 1 vote Darren, 1 vote Evan. Keandre, it's enough.
Yeah.
These are your votes.
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm doing this.
Keandre. Sharp stuff.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Good luck, you 5.
Eat fried chicken for me, okay?
Oh, hell yeah!
Thank you, Keandre.
Congratulations on making the final 5. You guys can grab your coaches and hit them at the camp. Call you for your next challenge.
This is such a priceless opportunity to be a part of. I know Evan did what was in his best interest. Jared, I'm sorry, we got seen as the biggest threats, perhaps more so than Jalen, which I think is ridiculous because he is really controlling the hell out of Desiree and Darren. Desiree, I just don't think you're cut out for Survivor strategy wise, but you could surprise me. So, yeah, I am blessed. Keandre, 6th place goddess. eternal.
Final five!
We wanted to vote Keandre out, and he went. And he was actually a pretty good sport about it.
Get 5 this way. So Keandre went home, and we did have kind of a heart-to-heart over there in the woods. But I'm still glad he went home. And I told him at Tribal, yeah, I'm voting you out. But right before the vote, he goes, I'm voting for the person who is running this game and will win if they get to the end. And then I find out that he wrote my name.
High five for 5.
Woo! Okay, let's see here. After all Keandre and I have been through, he still would maybe vote for me. It's a huge, it's like a weight off my shoulders almost. Like I thought I was gonna go at the end and get no votes after all the chaos I've caused lately. I mean, to know that the jury is supporting me now, I have a chance. I have a real chance. So I'm happy and I'm excited for what's to come.
Let's go!
Let's go!
For this, these are valued at $20 per little tab. There are 10, and you have $200 to spend. Thank you. What? They're worth $20 each. Everybody, I double counted, but double count, make sure you have 10. Everybody get 10? Alright, we will get this started. No, just get a fresh peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So we'll start the bidding out at $20.
Peanut butter and jelly?
Okay, 20 for Darren. Going once, going twice. Alright, so to Darren. Wow. It's you. Darren, welcome.
Thank you.
Sandwich. Alright. Yes. Alright. Alright, next item. It's going to stay covered. So, we'll start bidding out at $20.
$20.
Alright. Anybody else? Alright, going once, twice. Sold to Evan, $20.
I'm scared.
Let's see what you want. You won water.
Alright! I'm so
Orange
happy.
tap water.
That'll go good with whatever else you buy.
Okay. I figured the first one that's covered is always good, but no.
Alright, next item. It's going to stay covered. Could be good.
Could be good if the last one was bad. 20!
20? Okay. Going once. Going twice. Sold to Evan. What up?
Hey. Oh gosh.
Now Evan, you have the option to keep this one, or you can switch for what's under this one. Switch. Always switch.
Always switch?
Always.
What do you think?
Switch.
Okay, we'll switch.
Alright, first let's see what you didn't get.
Tea!
You already had a glass of tea. Let's see what you did get. Chocolate and chips. Nice. Good call.
So thank you. Now I can use that water.
Dude, the chips are going. Oh, it's chocolate. Why did you say chocolate? Next item. Play the fruits. We have blackberries, grapes, blueberries, strawberries, and a banana. Anybody? Nobody wants the fruit.
$20.
Alright, 20.
Because there are so few people actually vying for the food, this auction was a buyer's market. Great deals. All of this food for so little money, and I can't even watch.
All right, next item is going to stay covered.
$20.
20? Anybody else?
$40.
40? Anybody? 60?
80.
80? Anybody?
20, 40.
How many do you got? 20 more than he has.
Okay. I've got, hold on a second. 20, 40, 50, 80, 100, 20, 40, 140.
Alright. 160. Alright. Going once. Going twice. Sold to Jared. Jared. You bought an advantage in the immunity challenge.
Awesome.
Oh, good.
It will remain closed until you get to the challenge, so nobody is to go through and look at this. This is strictly for Jared, and nobody can know what it says. And with that, this auction is over.
It's frustrating. I'm really hungry. All this food kept going. People bidding $20 back and forth. I wanted something to eat so bad, but kept waiting for an advantage, and I got it, and I have it. So now I gotta win immunity, win a game. So we just came back from the Survivor auction. It was very fun. That fruit came up. I just wanted to shove my face in it, but I figured the advantage would probably be covered also.
The only reason I paid money is just in case you decided to not bid on the advantage. But
thank you.
Regardless, it doesn't matter.
I'm of a group of 5. 4 of them are in an alliance, and I'm not. My best buds from the start just went home. Might have to win immunities. Might have to be a little sneaky dude.
Because he can run the table. Exactly.
He's such a good guy. Like, Darren doesn't like me. I'd vote Darren if I could. He beats me at all the physical challenges, and he's winning hands down if he makes the end. So.
My name came up again on another vote, so I'm keeping my streak alive. But so far, things have kind of panned out just the way we've looked at and the way we planned most of the way down through here. So the next one to go is supposed to be Jared, to stay with what our plan has been all along. But of course, you know, in this game, things don't always go to plan, so.
I have 2 different paths I can go down. One that is a really loyal path, one that is a more strategic evil path, but could benefit my game even more. I understand because if they make it to the final 4, it's just 2 votes, they can at least tie it up.
Basically, they force a tie, and they get to choose which one of you 2 goes home.
Yeah, exactly. So, Jared is with us 100%.
I have no other option.
It's really hard for me here because I really wanted me, Jalen, Darren, and Evan to be the final 4. But since Darren and Evan, like their father and son, that they wouldn't want to give up for the last 2. So we might end up voting off one of them.
You, Jared, have the majority.
But you just know, I don't know yet. All right.
Like it.
I thought the whole time that if Jared doesn't win with the advantage that he got, that he was going home. But apparently, Jalen just told me that no matter what, my dad's going home.
Don't stress.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Right.
Okay?
Okay. So my thing is, do I try to flip Desiree just in case? Or do I go ahead and vote out my dad?
There's no reason to stress or worry about who's at the bottom until we see who wins immunity. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, if I vote out my dad, apparently it'll prove a lot to the jury, and I'd be willing to do it. I just know that my dad wants to be here. So I would feel bad, but in the end of the day, I've got to do whatever it takes to get me to the top. And if I have to vote out my dad, I'll do so.
Steph. Miss.
Okay, am I gonna be able to pull that?
You should be able to. It's a miss. I'm close. Hit, it's not the right thing. Yeah. Miss. Alright, there.
Well.
1 point Darren. 1 point Jared. Yeah. You did. Oh, damn. Darren. At the end of the round, that's Darren 2 points. Jared still at 1. Jared misses. Very close. Here's where we stand. If Darren gets his name, Darren will win immunity. Second time in this game. Darren, where's immunity right now? Darren is the only person you cannot vote for tonight at Tribal Council. Guaranteed a spot in the Final Four. For the rest of you, somebody will be voted out here shortly. I'll call you over when I'm ready.
Darren, I did not want him to win immunity again. So if you want to put the target on Evan and get the target off me right now, that's fine for my game because I wasn't planning on going to that with him anyways.
Jared used to be my #1, but now he's all like, we gotta break Darren and Evan up, no matter what. But I don't think Jalen or Desiree or my father, the other 3 in the game, would vote me out over Jared.
I don't want you to go home. What? I don't want you to go home, but it's like...
My dad wanted me. They told me to stay to myself. I'm going home. Just getting me out of
I will go home. I will. You know that?
I don't know, but you say so. Now, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna try to talk to Deb. Jalen and Jared are voting for me. So if you vote for me, I go home.
I didn't think that I would have made it this far, being that I didn't know really anything about the game. But I've learned a lot, and I learned who to trust, and you have to vote somebody else that you didn't want to.
I don't want him to go home. I don't want to go. Okay. Alright.
This immunity challenge may have put a little bit of target on Evan's back. It's supposed to be Jared's, so I don't really know. So it's kind of in the air between those two. So
I don't know really where I'm at.
me and you and Evan vote out whoever you want to.
Jalen, I mean, we're allies, and we vote together, and neither one of us has broken each other's trust.
I just shot Jalen a deal that I think he'll take, but I want to be able to take your deal instead of his deal.
What's his deal? Everyone thinks I'm just doing what Jalen says, and I'm not.
Your deal takes me to
Evan or Jared. I don't know. So it's all on me. Whoever goes home. You know what I mean? So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
We'll bring in the members of our jury. Travis, Rebecca, Corey, Stephanie, and Keandre voted out at the last trial council. So, we'll just get straight into this. So, Jalen, coming in without immunity after last time, I mean, 5 is a very crucial number in this game. This could be a turning point in the game. Do you feel like it could be anybody tonight, or do you feel nervous at all?
I think that this vote is a very, very, very important moment that will decide a lot with what happens in the end game. But I have trust in the people that I've played the game with. That, I mean, I trust them. I really do.
Darren, in the challenge, you know, with Jared having the advantage, he automatically had his point, but you came in from behind and like in 3 rounds you had immunity. Do you feel like you needed the immunity tonight, or was it still the 3 Calipin and Evan versus Jared?
Oh no, I knew I needed it.
Yeah. Alright. Evan, last time, you know, it seemed pretty obvious where the vote was going, but there was a vote for both you and Darren. Was that expected?
No, it wasn't, but it's clear that maybe the same thing is going to happen tonight.
You mean for you?
Yeah.
So you think you're going?
Yeah.
Right. And on the other end of the spectrum, Jared, you had told me before the trial that, you know, you were kind of on the outs. Do you still feel on the outs, or do you feel a little bit more secure in your position on the trial? Because you went into the challenge with an advantage, but, you know, you still came up short.
I still feel really nervous, but I don't know. I've been told some things. We'll see if they come true.
Alright. And Desiree, you've been kind of quiet. You kind of said you didn't like the strategy part of this game. Are you catching on to the game at all, or are you figuring it out, or is it still kind of up in the air for you?
It's still hard to decide on who we want to be. But, you know, I think that I figured it out.
Alright. Well, Darren is the only person you cannot vote for tonight. Darren, are you keeping your immunity, or are you going to give it up?
I know this blows the Survivor God students, aficionados, fans, minds, but there's aspects of the game I like, aspects of the game I don't like, so this is not really my game, so I'm gonna head it this direction right here.
Alright. So now Evan is the only person you cannot vote for. Evan guaranteed a spot in the final 4. We'll go to the vote. Jalen, you'll be up.
I have nothing but respect and good things to say about you. You are a great guy, a great father, and it just comes to the point in the game where it's final 5 and we have to go our separate ways.
This has been a screwed game. This is a screwed game. I'm sure enjoyed playing with you. No hard feelings, so.
Yeah.
Tally the votes. Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Darren. Jared. One vote Darren, one vote Jared. Darren. For 2 votes Darren, 1 vote Jared. Jared. 2 votes Jared, 2 votes Darren, 1 vote left. 6th member of the jury. Darren. Darren, you'll need to bring me your torch. Darren. I'm smoking. Here you go.
Congratulations on making the Final Four. Over the next day, you'll compete in your final challenges, and one of you, Desiree, Evan, Jared, or Jalen, will be declared the sole survivor and the winner of Survivor Reelfoot Lake. Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode. Next time on the finale of Survivor Reelfoot Lake.
I think I'm gonna win this game.
I'm not just some little kid.
I didn't come here to make friends. I came here to win.
I don't want them to vote for him. I want to win.
With 4 survivors remaining, who will win and become the ultimate survivor? Tune in next time on the Survivor Reelfoot Lake finale.
Crazy game. Evan sometimes started to talk to me, hey Dad, you ought to get to Survivor. I'm like, nope, I want to do it. I want to do it. As we know, recruiting for the last second is coming along with somebody. Certain aspects of it I really enjoy. I enjoy the competition. I love the friendships that I've made. Parts of it. I think we had things going right as we planned.